Right, what's up, Dragon Brood? We have a very interesting thing that happened recently. We started seeing more of these newer age, I guess you want to call them, landfall decks, and they're based around the Might Form Harmonizer, which we played a couple of weeks ago. And it turns out this has become a metagame deck now. So we're going to see if we can take these best of 3 versions of the deck and play it in best of 1. Also, don't forget, this video is sponsored by Tales of Adventure. It's toamagic.com. If you use my code DRAGON, like always, you'll save 5% on everything you get on the website. That's DRAGN, in case you're new here and don't know. Also, if you happen to be Waffle Lover 7418 who left a comment on our Ugin video from last week, well, guess what? You're one of our winners. So go to the description, hop over to the Discord, and leave me a message and we will get you a prize kit. Also, anybody else who wants a prize kit, all you got to do is leave a comment on every gameplay video throughout the week. We pick a random one from the last week and we give something away on our dime. So that's all you got to do. Remember to leave a comment on this video. Otherwise, let's go play some games. Can't keep this with all 3 mana things. That's just not a winning plan of any kind. I don't really love this either, but it's at least playable. Alright, don't know what we're up against yet. Plains doesn't tell us much of anything. Oh, sure. Why not? Yeah, might as well. That also feels like that's telling us they have another one, or they wouldn't have just wasted that there, you know? It's a small thing, but it pretty much feels like, oh, they already have another, or they wouldn't have wasted a protective spell there. Unless their plan is just juice this up entirely from here, which I guess could be a thing. I mean, sadly, our best draw here is probably just to get a World Wagon. Realistically, but we already knew it was on top, so that's not going to happen. Oh, Earthbender Ascension. I don't think that's relevant to what we're doing here. I think we just do this and get a couple of points. Ooh, a Traveling Chocobo and a Fable Passage. Are we going to shuffle the library next turn? Probably not. I think we can just draw the Chocobo. And then have Rattleworm flashed in. I don't know. We'll see. We're going to take a lot of damage over 2 turns here. But there is a possibility that if we set this up correctly, we could flash in Rattleworm and then double and kill them. So that might be all we're going to do here. I don't think we really do anything else. I think we just pass. I don't even want to play the Rattleworm to block in case they have anything to, like, shelter post-combat or give something first strike or any of that stuff. Like, just don't even want to risk. We'll do it if we have to, but you don't want to, you know? Okay, that's a good sign that they're just playing the Scavenger here. Though they do have to be wary, right? We have white mana, so we could get lost or any of the other destroy creature, attacking creature type stuff. 3, 4, 5, 6. You might be able to pump to 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Yeah, it's still not worth the risk. Oh, it doesn't even look like they have anything. Okay, cool. So that must be a sheltered. I think we're good here. Because we know we have this on top. So we get to pump twice no matter what. Or double twice, I should say. Kind of surprised they didn't take one of the Esper Origins, but that's okay. I mean, they probably figured they have a shelter. What does it matter? Yeah, this is kind of wild. We're going to win this game effectively, really only playing 2 spells that matter, but... yeah. I mean, I guess they could have their own get lost here, but it doesn't look, I think that's a shelter in their hand. Alright. Let's go ahead and double again, and then we'll attack, and that should be lethal. And get in there. Just a big 24 power trampler. I mean, I guess if they... Well, yeah, we know that's not an instant. I was going to say, if there's a way they could pump that to at least 5, they'd be at 19. Yeah, that's not going to do it. Sweet. Okay, let's do it. I think the hope here is just Llanowar Elf into World Wagon. Oh. That doesn't really matter. I guess we can put it in the yard. We are set up for a potential turn 3 here, right? Because if they don't have a blocker or they're tapped down, we play Harmonizer. No! Oh, no! Dang it. If they see it, we're in trouble. They might take Get Lost. But okay. Okay. I mean, they still have the appropriate blocker here, so we don't get to just go nuts. That's the thing. So, if we play Harmonizer, I think if we do that, here's what I want to do. I think I'm just going to play the Warp cost, so we can protect it for next turn. Go ahead and make this live. Play a land to just double this. Attack with just this. Get a land. Double that. So opponent can block or not. Okay, cool. Okay, they're just giving up. They don't even want to mess with it. Fair enough. I'll keep it, but it looks like we might just be Chocobo into Fable Passage. Which is fine, considering our 3s are pretty... Oh, well, we get to play a Chocobo into a Fable Passage. I don't think the first version of this we played had... I don't think I played Shaja's Chocobo in there. Let's attack. You're probably not going to block anyway. Well, you'll block, but... Because this will... If they realize... Yeah, exactly. This land's going to be tapped. So, like, nothing crazy is going to happen there. And I'll just get a forest here. Just bump those up now. Not have to worry about it. Badger Mole, you got it. This is a mole, actually. As is that. I just realized. Alright. Looks like we're going in on the Ouroboros here. So let's go ahead and play this. Pump our 2 Duders. Play this. Get a land. Pump Duders. Go ahead and attack. Because, I mean, if you have the stuff to pump and kill us, we're just dead next turn anyway. Because that's already 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. So anything that pumps an Ouroboros. That actually reduces the damage we take, right? That reduces it quite a lot. Yeah, because that's only 14. Interesting. I might have left back the mole and attacked with the Ouroboros, because if you get in a situation where you have to block, you're not going to want to block with the Ouroboros here. Okay, so how do we force the opponent to block? We would have to play the worm, but then I can only go get a land with this. It only means they only have to block one thing, right? Because that'd be 5. I don't think we have a way, folks. I don't think we have a way. Because if we do this, the land just enters tapped. I could play a Llanowar Elf. That doesn't do anything. Yeah, I think this is all we can do. If one of the cards in my hand was a land, I think we could change the dynamic here. But unfortunately, it is not a land in hand. And they're only going to be forced to block one thing here. And then they win. Man, if we had a land... I guess, yeah, if we had a land, it would have made each of these 6. And then they would have had to block with the Ouroboros. But, alright. That's all she wrote. Ooh, we need way more mana, huh? I think we have to mulligan this. We need way more mana. I just can't justify keeping it. Well, this isn't much better. This might be worse. I'm gonna scrap that, and we're just gonna go get a Fable Forest here with this Fable Passage. This is what can happen though when you're playing basically all these lands that don't produce any color on turn 1. Okay, let's go ahead and just... Damn. I think I'm going to just roll into this first. Airbender Ascension. Sure, you got it. Gonna play that again. Into this. Pass a turn. This is weird. Is mono white Airbender Ascension? Like, I don't know what. Sure. I'm okay with that, I guess. So the plan is just keep airbending all of our things. Got it. Just passing? Okay, well. Maybe we're going to flash in Appa or something here. Like, I don't even know what to expect right now. Don't think I'll need this anytime soon, but maybe if I draw a Get Lost and they decide to Appa or something. We didn't, so it doesn't really matter. It's probably the bird that... Yeah, that's what I thought. Haven Interrupter makes sense there. Sure. Alright, no attacks. We'll just take our time. You got it. Cards for you. Yep, get you some more life. Get you another token. Makes sense. Play that. We probably play this. Might as well. Right? And then... I guess play another one of these. And attack. Okay, they decided not to do anything there. Yep, counters on everybody, makes sense. Okay, now we need like a Fable Passage or something here. To just try to force the issue somewhat. Because we're doing nothing else here. Harmonizer, you don't really cut it, friend. We don't have a lot we can do here, sadly. I think, silly as it is, the best thing we can do is actually this. And just force them to get rid of some of their creatures. But they have so much life, it may not even matter, really. Yeah, that's what I thought. They're just going to let it through. I can't say I blame them. In the turn. We needed a land pretty badly there to at least give us some harmonizer threatening situations. Yep, counters for your peeps. If we can get a Fable Passage here, we can double, 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 and then they'll be forced to chump with some things. Or any type, either of our lands that can go search or whatever would be pretty good here. Yeah, I mean, I guess I block a 3 and I block a 4. How do we die here? I mean, I guess that works. I mean, they do get 2 blockers here when they flicker their stuff at the very... Okay, so they'll have 3 blockers here still, so they're fine. And we don't have anything with trample at the moment. So they should be good. Like I said, barring us getting, like, exactly one of the lands that does its business or whatever. But I don't... Yeah, we didn't get there. That was our only real out, I think. Just trying to think. Well, we could give something trample still, though. So let me think about this. If we have a harmonizer, we can go from 4 to 8 to 16. I'd have to use 3, use 2. So I only have 3 attackers. But if I play the harmonizer first... No, actually, I think we still win. Because here's what we can do. Warp this harmonizer. This is dumb. The fact that we're going to win this game is beyond sick. Because at no point were we really in this game. I was kind of just like twiddling my thumbs. This is ridiculous. The opponent's now looking, going like, I'm going to lose, huh? Like, I don't blame you for having that feeling. All right, so we just take the biggest thing we have. Double, double, double. Oh, did it say other creature? Wait, why did this not double twice? Whenever a land you control enters, double the power target creature you can... Oh, so it did go to 16. Okay, never mind. So we play this. I was thinking it was supposed to go one more time, right? Because it was... No, it should have. Whenever land you double the power target creature you control. So we should have went 4 to 8 from these... Oh, no, because they only have 2 activations. Never mind. I was thinking I had one more than I had. All right, well, never mind. We're attacking regardless. Opponent will sadly end up at 1 life. And then we lose. We need it. Oh, no. We have 1 more blocker than they... Okay, wait. Opponent. Don't block like that. If you just block my other creatures, you can't lose here. Oh, opponents. I guess we both didn't see things during this combat. We're going to win this one, but we really didn't deserve to. Actually, I guess it didn't matter. Because if they don't block this, then the thing... We could just... Yeah, we just make the Chocobo trample at that point. Yeah, I guess it didn't really matter. That's crazy. That's so crazy. So it's like my brain went sideways while trying to set this up, because I thought I had another trigger than I had, but then realized later on the attack, it didn't really matter, because even if they just block all the small ones, this is getting through for 16. All we have to do is make the Chocobo trample, because it just has to be a creature power 4 or greater, and then we still win anyway. So, like, yeah, that was insane. Insane. Okay, hopping into another one here. I don't know. The issue here is, can we beat super fast draws from other, like, mana ramp creature decks? I don't know if we can. Well, they do have their own Chocobos, though, so we're playing different versions of Landfall, it appears. But they are also playing Badger Mole. Huh. Weird. I don't know how to approach this. I guess we just do this and play a Llanowar to give us maximum options next turn. I mean, realistically, we could have turned these into 2/3s and then maybe done something. Yep, looks like Ouroboros on the run. Oh, it's a Hydra. So they are for real doing landfall. Okay. Well. And a Tifa. Jeez. I mean, if they attack, I'm probably double blocking a Chocobo here. Well, no, I'm not. I'm just going to take 2. Because I'd end up ultimately having to triple block, and that's not that exciting. Well, now? This is a little different. I wasn't expecting to draw this. But it really doesn't do much, right? We turn each of these into 2. Double one of them to 4. Play, fetch the other land. Turn the 4 into a 5 to a 10. It's not great. Dang, I think we just play a land. Much as I would like to have 2 life here. And then we just do this. And then just hope they don't have the win cards here. Which they very well could. There's several things that could allow them to win here. But kind of just got to hope they don't have it. Okay, Badger Mole Cub. That's not the thing we're worried about yet. What's the other card, though? Okay, here it goes. Oh, no, just another Badger Mole. Okay. Well, that's not crazy. I like what they're doing here, right? Because if we block, then they get to trigger their Hydra a couple of times. So it's no loss to them to do this. But yeah, no blocks. Okay. Now, do we lose if they draw, say, just Fable Passage, right? Because this would go 2 to 4. This would go 4 to 8. Actually, no, it would get a... Yeah, so... So that's 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25. So I'd have to be able to block some things or gain some life here. I think we're okay to do this. So let's double one of these. And then let's do it again. I mean, there's a bunch of ways we could lose here, but I'm going to go ahead and get a plains. And then I guess... Oh, I should just... It doesn't really matter which one I double, I guess. They're not likely blocking here regardless. Alright, so we'll go to 18... Ooh, how now, brown cow? Yeah, I guess we leave those as they are? And hope this is enough to not die? I mean, like, this is kind of all we can do here. I mean, we also need that to not be like a snakeskin veil or something. If this is the Nylea enchantment, we're also equally wrecked, right? Because then they just put that on the Hydra, go fetch like 2 lands. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. They're doing a lot of math here, though, and that's probably not good for us. Chocobo kick. Yeah, that's pretty bad. That's pretty bad. Yep. We were aware that could be a thing. Good news is, though, I mean, yeah, like they attack with the 4 and the 3/4. I don't hate that. Yeah, I think we just take it. Such an interesting situation. So, I think we do this. Pump those duders up. Go ahead and play this. Wow, both those are good. Yeah, let's just leave those in that order. It's fine. We get to draw one right now. And then we just pass, right? I guess technically, maybe I'm supposed to attack, make them block with those. And then just be like, alright, cool. Then we just kill the Hydra. That probably would have been smarter, but whatevs. Alright, that's the best case scenario here. So let's just get rid of this during their end step. Alright, now we can consider just attacking outright here. So let's go ahead and play this. Get us yet another land. Get some triggers. Play this duder. Have an elf on top. That's unfortunate, but we get the win there. Wow. Yeah, that's a situation where I think they still could have chump blocked with these, and they come back. But then I guess they have nothing with... I guess they still have this with counters, so there was still some Tifa shenanigans potentially with the maps and other stuff in play. But yeah, that was closer than I wanted it to be, for sure. Okay, I'll keep it. Even though I'm not sure I'm supposed to. Because right now we're probably just playing Esper Origins. It's not necessarily true. I guess it depends. There is a world where we might want to heirloom into I Still Explore. Chocobo, huh? I think in that case, we just do this. Blech. That's unfortunate. I will keep one of them on top. I mean, this is where, like, we kind of know shelters are happening and whatever. They're going to be at, like, probably 26 or so before we get to do anything of relevance. If not more. Okay. Shelter the Chocobo. Alright, that's what we expected to see. And we don't have any white mana yet either, so it's not like we can just kill the Channeler if we wanted to. Harmonizer. You don't get us there yet, though. And if I play this, I have access to a forest, but that's not really enough to do anything. So I guess the only real play is just this? Ugh, gross. Alright. Okay, that's maybe something. Assuming I'm even getting to hold on to this. No, they have another shelter. Oh, that's actually kind of worse. Yeah, that's tough because now we don't even have the option to get rid of what we want to get rid of. I was thinking this produces... Oh, but I still don't have... I could play this to get a plains, and then that would leave me 1, 2, 3, 4... Yeah, I guess we could. Let me go ahead and tap this for green. Play this guy. Oh, nope, wrong guy. Play this guy. And then get the plains for sure. Get the conduits. Put that in the yard. Boy. If I were to... 1, 2, 3, 4. No, because I still need the mana for that. Ugh, gross. Man, this is tough because I feel like we're so close to getting where we need to go and still just so far away. I think we need to Chocobo here and then have the option of what we want to do, whether that's get rid of Shelter or get rid of the Exemplar. But kind of just leave it up to the opponent here. Okay. Can we afford to just take 5 and save this? Because everybody will have Trample next turn. Alright, I say we take it. And just see what they do. Alright, that's fine. Okay, so everything's going to get Trample here. So we can play this. We can double twice. So that's only 10 to 20. We would get a card. We could still Shelter. I mean, I guess we got to go for it, right? Just trying to think if there's any other... Nah, let's just go for it. There is a world, though, where we could play this first. And then get the triggers and then get rid of the card on top. And if... Okay, we leave that. That's perfect. Then we get to play this as a land for the turn. And we can double this just to make... I guess we just keep doubling this, really. What am I doing? Doesn't matter. We get to trigger it twice regardless. Yeah, I think we got there. Unless they have a Shelter here, I guess. We're just all in. Alright, 128 should be plenty, right? See, all that time, the opponent was like, your go, your go. I'm telling y'all, don't be a jerk. Yeah, sure, you got it. Block all you want. You got it. There you go. Negative 101. Actually, 93, I guess. But still. I ain't gonna lie. That's a win I feel so good about. Like, here's the thing. Here's the thing. People are allowed to do whatever they want, right? I don't get to dictate other people's behavior. My question is, to those of you that are on the your go plan, what's the point? Like, when you lose, you look like an idiot. And when you win, you just look like a jerk. Right? There's a no-win scenario, but whatever. We got the win. We're moving on. Okay. Sure. We can keep this, but we're not doing a lot. I mean, we're kind of on Esper Origins to probably try to find some land, and that's where this is all starting. We did indeed find land, and I might even... No, because this is just going to get shuffled anyway. I'll just put that in the yard. I mean, I guess. I say that, and they'll probably make us discard our Lumbering World Wagon here. Okay, they didn't. That would have felt kind of bad. Okay. Get that. And I guess if they play the room here, we do have access to this. Nope, they're just going Demon. All right, that's kind of nice. So if we do this... They could block with one, kill this with the other. I think I'm just going to go here to start with. And then just see what their removal package is, like what they want to do here. Leave us a get lost for future options. Is this one it has any counters on it? Yeah, it just has to have a counter. That's what I thought. Yep. Lose a little life there. I will go ahead and get rid of this dude. I don't want to have to worry about lifelink math in the middle of all this. Okay, so there's instant creature in the graveyard. I think we just make the 4 and go for it. Unless we see something particularly good on top, which those do not qualify as particularly good. I don't mind holding this, though. But we don't really have anything to use with it. I'll regret that later, but it's fine. Hubris and consequences and all that good stuff. Alright. Go get in there. So now if they want to double block World Wagon, they just lose both their Demon Walls. Yeah, we're okay with that exchange. And it's possible they're just going to try to, like, sweep the board here. And it's kind of like, if they do, they do. We can live with it. Sure. Not super upset by that. Let's go and go here. I still Explorer. Sure. I'm not going to even activate Bossing Say here. I think I'm going to try to sneak in a Rattleworm Colossus. Or a Colossal Rattleworm. Said that backwards. Interesting. So this is, we each draw a thing, and the opposition takes the damage for the size of the thing. Well, I know I have 4 on top. So that's cool. Can you do anything about this? They might have a kill spell here. Nope. Or at least they didn't want to play it there. So they took 4, I took none. Love that. Feels like a good exchange for us. Let's go Ice Tail Explorer. Play a Conduit. Escape Tunnel, I don't think matters here. I kind of want to just leave up another Rattleworm. So I think I'm just going to play this for my land for the turn and just go attacking. Because now with the opponent low enough, Rattleworm plus Bossing Say, that could just be enough to finish them off if we have anything come off top of the library. This feels like a really ballsy card to play with, like, this low-cost stuff that you would top deck. 2 target players, each player loses life equal to the mana value. Reveal. Yeah, so, like, Rankle's Pranks, you got it, I guess. Sure. Another answer here. All right, they say no. All right, they take 4, I take none. I like this exchange. Yeah. Yeah, I'm not sure. Like, Rankle's Pranks makes more sense because, you know, that's 4. But so many things we saw cost 2. Like, that just seems really bad if you're going to play Dustmourn's Claim. I'm sure they probably have bigger stuff in there and we just didn't see it. But with us having several things that cost 3 and 4 and being the aggressor, that actually kind of benefits us in that exchange. Though, I do want to build a deck with this at some point. So if somebody has a cool list, hop in the Discord. I would love to see one. Easy mulligan. We will keep this one. And sadly, I don't even know what I get rid of here. Probably the Ice Tail Explorer and regret it later. Okay, let's just hope somehow the elf doesn't die. I assume it will, though. Yeah, that makes sense. Alright, sure. If they're going to be doing that, let's just at least just get them to spin removal spells here. I think we're okay with this. Don't expect much, but if this is their plan, we kind of get to roll with it. Hope we draw an untapped land here. So we can get this World Wagon down. Because that's important. Okay, we did the hard part. Take the action. Sweet. Opponent's probably going to wait to try to kill our World Wagon. So we don't need to be in too much of a hurry here. This is a little bit of a situation of if we just don't give them targets, there's not really much they can do. Ooh, another Esper Origins and a Get Lost. I think we put both of these in the yard. And then we can work on just casting the Esper Origins. Now, they could make us discard or something here. Oh, Unstoppable Slasher's fine. Oh, and they probably kept a appropriate land in hand. Okay, so I think we just let them hit us. Like, if we play the... Because the thing is, we got to leave at least 2 open in case they play the 2/4 demon, right? So the only options would be to play this. Even that doesn't do it. I could play this and the Bossing Say and leave that up. Kind of sucks, but it's something we could do. I don't think I want to, though. Yeah, I don't think we can. I think we just risk potentially losing by playing a creature here. And I can only use this mana to play creatures. Otherwise, I could have, like, maybe used Bossing Say and done something there. But yeah, I think we just take the hit here. Yeah. Go to 9. Or 10, I guess. Okay. I'm going to go and use this now. I was just checking to see if they were going to do something else there, but now this just puts that on lock for a couple turns. So then we can play through the options of them dealing with all their other stuff, because they don't know about Harmonizer yet. This is at least kind of intriguing. All right, so what if we... Oh, I don't have enough mana if I do that. All right, I guess we got to commit to one of these. They at least already know what these are. I Still Explore. How many lands do we have in graveyard? None? 1. Yeah, we just leave the Explorer up and then draw the other land. That seems fine, I guess. Well, yeah. Because we're going to want to use the World Wagon here, which is probably going to get killed. If they're targeting that, I'm going to assume they have 2 kill spells, right? Because otherwise, that's just silly. And then you have something for the wagon as well. At least I'm assuming that's the case. No? All right. I will take that action. And then we will give this Trample to draw a card. Still nothing? Okay. I ain't mad at it. It's very interesting. I don't know what that means. But it does mean shields are at least partially down here. Yeah, don't mind that permanently having counters on it either, let me tell you. Because then there's worlds where we can block and get rid of it. I get the vibe that the opponent is digging for something. I just wish I knew what something was. Okay, so now we have 4, 5, 6, 7, and that's it? Wow! What the hell? Like, what were those in hand? I mean, I guess they just saw Esper Origins and figured this is going to hit for at least 8, and we get to draw a card, and I don't know, maybe Bossing Say or something? Weird. I mean, we get a win, I'll take it, but yeah, our plan was realistically going to be play your Social Engineering. I was going to play Harmonizer, go ahead and crew, play a land, fetch a land, get some counters or tokens, and then try to set up a win from there. But didn't have to worry about it because they didn't have removal. Yeah. Yeah, so this is a little interesting, right? This version is similar to what you're seeing on the Magic Online ranked. I say ranked in their leagues right now, and this plays a little differently than the one we built last time. Ours had, I think, one more Rattle Worm as how it finished. I think we had a full set of World Wagons. We were also playing Badger Moles. This one is not. I would say, though, this list probably needs a full set of Get Lost because we just weren't drawing nearly enough removal. And I feel like my old one, if I were to look it up, had 3 Get Lost and 3 of the 1 mana white enchantment to remove stuff 2 or less. So maybe. And I don't think we were playing Traveling Chocobo. However, the Traveling Chocobo did come in clutch a couple of times when we actually drew it. So I don't even know what we would replace unless you just wanted to go all in and say, we're going to just give up on the Keen-Eyed Curator, no defense. We're just going to pedal to the metal, try to do the thing. Probably don't need your Social Engineering. Probably could do with just 2 Earthbender Ascensions if you're going to play best of 1. And then everything else probably functions like you think it does. So yeah, I wouldn't have a problem if those changes were made. Like I said, 1 less Ascension, cut through Social Engineering. Maybe even the 2 Curators to get in another Get Lost, the other white enchantments, maybe another World Wagon and or Rattleworm, and you're probably good. But I'm going to post this list as is so people can see kind of what this is all about. But when you go to my page on Moxfield where this will be posted and you see my other list, you can download that as well and compare the 2 and take what you like. I preferred the other one that I played a little bit more, but it is interesting to see how a deck we played a couple weeks ago has kind of now become a metagame deck. So always neat when that happens. But that's all I have you for now. We'll see you next time.